Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry I didn't get to come around and say good morning, but we were really busy today. We have some very special guests here today, okay? We have, right here, the mayor of Westland. This is Mayor Londeau. Can you give him a big wave? Very exciting. Okay, now this is also, right over here, we have Mr. Kyle, and he is going to talk to you because we at Graham, we are so lucky. Miss Gamble, one of our fifth grade teachers right over there in the back, she had an idea, okay? And her idea was to bring recycling bins just like these that you see here that you probably have at your house if you live in Westland. You have these at your house. And we are going to bring that program to Graham Elementary School. But the coolest thing is we're going to bring this program to Graham, and we're going to try it out and see how it works here at our school. And if it works great, we're going to be able to do it in all the schools in Wayne Westland.
Oh, that's exciting.
Very exciting. Okay? So, we're going to talk to you today. The reason why we wanted to bring you here, listen carefully, is so that we can teach you about what you can and cannot recycle, because that's really important. Okay? Sometimes at home, we think it's okay to throw it in the bin, but it might not be. So we're going to teach you today about that, okay? And Mr. Kyle's going to talk to you in a minute. We're going to talk about how we're going to do that at lunch and during breakfast time as well, okay? So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Kyle, and we're going to do a little demonstration for you.
Thank you, Principal Sheppard. All right, my name is Kyle Mulligan. You guys can call me Mr. Kyle. How's everybody doing? Good, good. I am Westland's Parks and Recreation Director. Who here has been to one of the Westland parks like the Splash Pad or Play Planet? All right, cool. Did you guys see the new dinosaur-themed spray park last year? Have you guys been there? All right. Well, that opens up in just a couple of weeks. Also, just so you know, get your space helmets on because Mission to Mars is coming in just a few weeks to the city of Westland right at Tatton Park, okay? So get excited for that. Make sure you tell all your parents. Everything's going to open Memorial Day weekend, all right? I am also the lead on Westland's Mission Green team, where we focus on the sustainability of Westland and making sure that everybody understands the importance of recycling. I want to thank Mrs. Sheppard, Principal Sheppard, as well as the mayor and everybody here from the city and all of you guys. What we're going to do today is we're going to do a little demonstration about what you can and can't recycle. And I just thank you guys for being this pilot program, knowing that eventually we're going to be able to roll this out to the entire city in the school district. So I'm going to hand it over to the mayor real quick. He's going to say a few words, then we'll get our demonstration going. Okay, Mayor?
Thanks, Kyle. Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing? All right. I have to say, I think I got a louder applause than Kyle did. So Kyle was great. He's in charge of all of our parks here. He talked about a few of the parks, but what he didn't mention is, anybody just raise your hand, don't yell, who has a dog here? We have a dog park opening up really soon, a really beautiful dog park. So that'll be opening up really soon, okay? We'll have a dog park open up really soon, okay? Listen up, listen up. And I know you guys are very anxious and you're gonna have a lot of questions, so we're gonna take time for some questions here in just a minute, but I just wanna take a minute to thank every one of you that are here. I wanna thank everybody that's in the audience that, if you're recycling at home, we appreciate that. Again, Kyle's in charge of our recycling efforts here. We've done amazing things in the city of Westland in regards to recycling and keeping trash out of our landfill, so we appreciate all of your efforts. Also, when we're done, you guys are all gonna get a goodie bag to take home. I should have waited on that one, huh? I should have waited on that one. All right, hold on. Hang on, guys. I should have waited on that one, I'm sorry. Inside that bag, it's gonna explain a lot of the things that we're explaining today about how to recycle properly. So you can take that home to your parents and show them what we learned today here in the class. But before we start, I do want to take an opportunity to thank our superintendent who's here, John Dignan, if you want to wave your hand. Yep. I don't know what that's called again, but what's this called again?
It's just a wave.
It's a wave, okay. Maria Mitter's also here from the school district, so we appreciate Maria. And the guy in the really tan suit in the back is Ramsey El Garib. He's in charge of our Department of Public Service, so recycling cans, that all falls under him. So thank you, Ramsey, for being here. Last but not least, before we really get started, guys, can I have your attention for 1 second? Real quick. I really want to thank Mrs. Gamble, I'm sorry, and Mrs. Sheppard for, yes, they did great. Thank you. This was their idea, but this is going to be your baby. So we got to make them proud and make sure we recycle properly, okay, guys? All right, we probably should get moving. All right, we're going to start the demonstration, so we need everybody to be quiet. We got to be quiet.
All right, I know Miss Gamble selected some of the demonstrators, so if they can come up, all right?
Which one's the bad one?
This is the bad one, yep. All right. Just want all three at the good one?
Is this the only two we have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do the good one first, yep. Let's do everybody together. Yeah, everybody together. All right. Real quick, guys, what's your guys' names? What's your name? Mateo and Juliana. All right, thank you to Mateo and Juliana. So what we're gonna do, guys, I need you guys to stay quiet while we do this demonstration so that everybody can learn and understand, okay? So in this first bin, we're gonna go one by one. Each person's gonna grab out one item and we're gonna decide if we can recycle it or not, okay? All right. Mateo, go ahead and grab something. What is that?
What do you have there?
What do you got there?
Cardboard box.
All right, so Mateo's holding a cardboard box. Cardboard is allowed to be recycled, so that is a good recycling thing, okay? All right, Juliana, what do you got? All right, she has a plastic bottle. Plastic bottles are returnable and recyclable, so they are allowed to go into the blue bin, all right? Mayor Londeau? Paper. Paper is recyclable. You can put your paper inside of the recycling bins.
And we also have cans and cardboard.
Cans and a cardboard box, all of that is good to go, okay?
Clean and dry, though.
Make sure all of the stuff is clean and dry, so if you have a can or a bottle, make sure that it's rinsed out, dumped, dried before it's put into the bin, all right? More
Nice
bottles.
And clean, guys, okay?
Nice and clean. All right.
That's the good stuff.
All right. Now we're going to move over to this bin here, and we're going to find some really interesting stuff, all right? All right. Mateo, grab an item out of there. What do we got?
Whoa.
A light bulb. Okay. 5. All right. So Mateo is holding a light bulb. Light bulbs are not recyclable. The metal, not recyclable. Okay? Juliana, what are you holding? Plastic bags. So plastic bags are not recyclable, and here's why. When they go to the materials recovery facility, when they're picked up, they get caught in the machine, break the machine, and then nobody is allowed to recycle, okay? So make sure you do not put plastic bags into the recycle bin.
Big no-no.
Big no-no on plastic bags. You can return your plastic bags at a local grocery store. Kroger's and Meijer's do accept all grocery bags, okay? Mayor, what do you got?
So I got a cup that's got some stuff in it. I have a cup that's got still has some debris in it, and it looks like some tape or something.
All right, so that is a vinyl banner, and in no way is vinyl allowed, okay? Vinyl and styrofoam are all bad for the machine when it goes to the facility, all right? That is food scraps. You can...
Oh, you don't want this. You don't want this. No. Haka.
Put it back. So, guys, just...
Give me 5.
Give me 5. All right, so Food scraps like McDonald's and all that stuff cannot be recycled. Food waste, yard waste is not good for the recycling recovery. Looks like the mayor also has some styrofoam cups. That's metal in a plastic bag. Are plastic bags allowed? Good job, good job. Okay, so right here are some cans which can be recycled, but they're in a plastic bag, so can that be recycled? Good job, you guys are picking up quickly. So that's what you would want to do. Make sure they're nice and clean and loose into the bin, okay? Now, Mateo and Juliana, do me a favor, grab that box behind you. We're going to use a little bit of examples of what you guys see in your everyday lunches, okay? So, Mateo, go ahead and grab this for me. All right, Mateo, can that be recycled? No. No, it cannot because it is styrofoam, okay? So any type of styrofoam has to be put into the trash can, all right? Juliana, go ahead and grab something else. All right, that's a plastic wrapper. That can be recycled. Go ahead and put that one in the good one, Juliana. Yep, Mayor, that's a no-go. Right. That is a milk carton. So this is the tough question. This is the tough question. These milk cartons are not recyclable, okay? They do need to go into the trash can when you are done with them, all right? All right, a couple more items in there. Mateo, go ahead and grab something out. All right, that's a plastic tray. Do you guys think we can recycle that? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Good job. As long as it's clean and dry, it can go into the recycle bin. All right, a couple more items in there. See this plastic bag? All right. So that plastic bag right here, this can also be recycled as well. So this is going to go in there. All right, a couple more items. All of these are good to be recycled. A Yoplait yogurt. What do we need to do with the Yoplait yogurt before we put it into the recycle bin? Clean and dry. Good job. You guys are picking up quickly. All right. Plastic fork. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Plastic forks can be recycled, okay? All right. And then the rest of these here, these are all good. These are plastic cups. They can also be recycled, okay? So there are a lot of items. All right.
See all this, guys?
Go ahead and put that box in there as well. And also the cardboard box that it came in can also be recycled as long as it's flattened, all right? All right. Let's give a big round of applause to our demonstrators, Mateo and Juliana, all right? Thank you very much, guys. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna hand it back over to the mayor, and we're gonna give a quick award to the school, and then we're gonna open up to questions and answers, okay?
Let's do
All right.
Give me 5.
Give me 5.
All right, we're almost done, you guys. Can I invite Mrs. Gamble up briefly, please? And I don't know if John Dingman left already, but I want to get him up here if he didn't leave. Did John leave? He did? Okay. All right, guys. I'm just going to give you guys a plaque to hang up in your school because we're so happy that you guys are our pilot program. You guys can go home and tell all your parents today that you were the first school in the Wayne Westland School District to recycle. Isn't that cool? That's awesome. Okay, listen up. So I have a special tribute. While I'm giving it to the principal and your teacher here, this is for everybody, okay? So when you see this hanging up, this is to everybody. So I'm gonna read it to you, okay? It's a City of Westland Certificate of Recognition presented to P.D. Graham Elementary School, presented by Mayor Michael P. Londeau, in recognition of your on-site recycling efforts to strengthen Westland's sustainability. It's signed by me. It has our city seal on here, and I want to give it a chance to give it to these young ladies right here.
Okay, I'm going to hand it back over to the principal, and we're going to open it up to questions and answers, okay?
Okay. Thank you, guys. So another thing that we're going to talk about is we're going to have a couple of people at lunchtime start helping us collect recyclables. Okay, so at lunch, we'll pick you. Don't worry. We already know who we're picking. Okay, we are going to take a few questions, just a few. Okay, if you have a question, raise your hand. If you have a question about recycling. Okay.
They want us to repeat the question, and then
Okay. I'm going to come to you. You're going to tell me the question, and then I'll come back up here so they can hear it.
or they can yell it out, and we'll just repeat it.
Good question.
Great question.
Okay, Brooklyn said, what happens if the machine gets broken and we can't recycle anymore?
Did you want to
We're on, yep. So if the machine gets broken, nobody is able to recycle. So we got to make sure that we stay diligent on what we recycle and recycling properly. So these plastic bags, stuff like that gets caught in the machine, it's bad news for everybody.
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
And you know what, guys? Now that you know this, you can teach people at your house. That's the biggest part, is you are able to say to moms and dads, nope, nope, that doesn't go in the bin. Okay, because some people think that does. You know what a lot of people think goes in the bin too are pizza boxes. No, they cannot. They have grease in them because of the pizza, so they cannot go in the recycle bin. Okay? Okay.
Got a lot of hands up.
How about here?
Good
Good
question.
question. Hold on. I'm going to go back up here. Okay, Caden said, what will happen if one of the bins gets dirty stuff in it?
So when it comes to dirty, food scraps, stuff like that, the issue is the entire bin becomes contaminated and none of it can be recycled. So it's similar to the machines. If the machine gets broken, nobody can recycle through the machine. If there is even a couple of things in one or two bins that have food scraps or plastic bags, the entire load is deemed contaminated and is not able to be recycled. So all of the good stuff that might be underneath is no longer recyclable because it's contaminated. That's a great question.
Really good question.
Okay.
Couple more.
Couple more. Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
Hold on, guys.
Okay, the question was, what happens if an animal gets in the bin?
Wow, okay.
Send them to the dog park.
So if an animal somehow gets into the bin, first off, that should not happen in your school because it's inside the cafeteria, all right? But if an animal were to get in, the one thing you want to make sure you focus on is making sure that the bin is closed because animals don't have thumbs and they wouldn't be able to get into the bin, okay? So if the bin is closed, there's a less likely chance of that happening. That's another great question. So one more.
Okay, one more question.
One more question, guys.
We get to, yeah, here and there.
I'm finding people that are sitting flat, that are paying attention.
It's okay.
I forgot.
It's okay.
Here.
What is like one little tiny drop of like oil or like something from a drink? Will that still break it?
Okay. Good question. I think this one is kind of goes with the other one about the bin being dirty.
I'll take that one.
Yeah. She said if one
drop of oil.
One drop of oil or anything like that is in there, what would happen?
So another great question, guys. So that's very important. So as Kyle stated, if the load is contaminated, you guys see the garbage trucks driving by, right? The entire truck is contaminated. Even if everybody else in the neighborhood did everything right, that one little piece of, oil or a pizza box could spoil the whole load. So what happens is they take it to this place called the materials recycling facility, and they dump it all on the floor. And one person looks at it and makes that judgment to say if it's going to be good or bad. So we don't want to give them an opportunity. We want to show them that P.D. Graham knows how to recycle properly. So I think that's it. I'm going to turn it back over to the principal.
Okay, we're good. Everyone put your hand down. Okay, later today, you are going to get a bag to take home. And inside the bag has like stickers and things that you can use at home to help teach. I'll wait. There's some people that are just talking right over me. Thank you. Okay, you will get a bag to take home, and you can start helping your family making sure that everything is properly put into the recycle bin the correct way. We're gonna start doing this at breakfast and at lunch. So we're gonna have some 5th grade and 4th grade helpers at lunch with that so that we can start recycling here at Graham, okay? Because when we go through the garbage, we throw a lot of stuff out that could be recycled, okay? So I'm really proud of Miss Gamble for bringing this to Graham, this wonderful idea. And that just shows you, if you have an idea about something and you want to try it out, you need to say something. And you could implement a whole idea in a school like we're going to do. And it could lead to bigger and better things, okay? Well, thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
And thank you, Kyle, for coming. And thank you to all the teachers that are here that are going to help us do this. We appreciate you because it's Teacher Appreciation Week.
Yes.
Right? Everyone give your teacher a big thumbs up. Okay? All right. Boys and girls, look to your teacher. Look to your teacher. Face your teacher so you know what to do. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.